Hey, Matt, I've really enjoyed our conversation, and I want to thank you for taking the time to walk me through a bit more on the product. I know some of our students are going to be interested in this topic as well, so thanks for giving me permission to record the rest of our conversation today. And for our students who are watching, I do want to introduce Matt Singer from Living Lens, and I'll put his information in with the recording as well. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad we were able to have the chance to connect. I mean, it's a great platform that Medallia acquired. And so I'm really excited to, kind of dive into the platform and show you because, our bread and butter, we're creatives, we're storytellers ourselves. So we work with agencies and anyone in the market research space to help them better use video research in their qual and quant space. So, video could be such a powerful tool to drive these insights and put empathy at the forefront of all you do. So I'm excited as well and appreciate the time and looking forward to being able to share this with everyone you work with and connect with. So just to dive in a bit, what we're looking at here, this is, no death by PowerPoint today. So it's like the visual ecosystem that we operate in. So we're a DIY self-service video intelligence platform. I like to call us more of a video asset management platform because it's a place to put all video content into. And we work and operate in three buckets and three workflows per se. So if you look at this most signals box, this is where we capture all of that video content. And we can capture all video, audio, and image content. We talk a lot about video and focus there because it really is where the empathy and storytelling, it really shines. And we capture that content through four ways. So I'm going to show you so we can either capture it, we can add our video media capture widget into any existing HTML JavaScript friendly survey platform. And so why not give the respondents, as they're in a survey, the ability to respond by video? So let me show you what that actually looks like. Let me pull this up. Can you see this right here?
I can, thank you.
Great. So this would be in any survey platform, like I said, as long as it's HTML JavaScript. And what a respondent would see, we're in a typical Medallia survey. It's embedded in the actual the survey, so you don't have to click on another link to take you to another website. It's right here on the mobile phone or on your computer. They could either respond by video, respond by audio, or an open end. Living Lens actually did a study which went to show 6 times more words were active in video responses when compared to open ends. And 2 to 3
typing open ends, right? People don't like to type, right? So you get a longer response. That's awesome.
Right.
That's awesome.
Growing virtual adoption we see all around us. It's COVID kind of ramped it up tenfold. So, why not give people the option, click on record video. Hey, I pop up. You can set a minimum and maximum. We help with the language to make sure you get the, most impactful and best quality video responses. So you can click stop when you're done. You can upload it, review it, or re-record it, and that will go straight into the Living Lens platform for you to.
Let me ask you a question about this. So, many of our students and also myself, and I know some of our other instructors have experimented with some video responses and surveys.
Yes.
And one of the challenges that can come up is just the fact that you may have people who are sitting in a dark room or they're talking with their coffee cup in front of their face. Is there, sort of a best practice for, you don't want to give them 3,000 words on instructions, but you got to get them
right
in the right setting.
Right. And there is, we have resources and documents, not only just how to communicate that effectively, but we've also seen people are much more, depending on the use case and the age and things like that. I mean, people are ready and people are using their phones way more often and recording so in terms of the language, in terms of incentivizing, in terms of all of that, it really does matter. But we also see that, people are ready, and if you can always redo it, you can always communicate with them to redo it and things like that. So, it depends, but it's not perfect. You'll always get some of those responses, but
you get some of those responses in text open ends too.
Right,
I mean,
right.
As a professional researcher, we read through our open ends and we may delete certain open ends because they're so off point, or we might read those open ends and it might say, boy, I should just delete this whole record because I'm seeing something here that indicates that this person's wasn't qualified for the research. So just like you clean your other data, you have to clean your video data, right?
And that's the cool thing about video too, is that it is so powerful that with 20 good video responses, you can create these show reels And it doesn't take much to really empower these decision makers. When people are, for example, we had a Clorox study, which was using their web survey. And for a brand that does so well, and you don't really think about, oh, what ways can Clorox improve their products? I mean, just having people talk about child safety, talking about, oh, it would be nice to have a smaller little bottle with the Clorox wipes for my car. And being able to see those responses just with 20 people, that's where the power really is. So absolutely, right on. So
Awesome.
to further into the capture piece, we do have an app for more of self-ethno mobile mission projects. There are no in-home studies right now, although they are slowly coming back. It's all about finding the balance there. But you do have all of these capture methods to you. You'll have our Zoom integration, which is you add your username, you add your password in the Living Lens platform. You record those Zoom conversations just as you would normally, and then you import those conversations into the platform. And if it's not within this app, in the survey, or within Zoom, you could always upload any ongoing content, whether it's another technology service, whether it's WebEx, Teams, Skype, you name it. You have a direct drag and drop upload feature to put that content in there as well.
Excellent.
Great. So into the second workflow, and then we'll jump into the platform just so you get a better understanding of our AI and machine learning capabilities, because, high level, the content's captured in there. Now you want to get to the moment that matters very quickly, because whether it be the time consuming nature to analyze it, that's big. And so you'll have keyword searches, you'll have key theme searches in the videos and high level. So you'll be able to look at the sentiment analysis of how positive, how negative is this video, and jump to those moments. But then you could jump to the analytics tab and look at all of the positive videos or all of the negative videos. So using that as more of a cognitive filter per se. We do have the ability to analyze facial expressions. So that's using Affectiva, which is the biggest emotional data repository in the world.
We actually reference them in one of our courses and have a little exercise based on their platform. I'm a huge fan of.
They're amazing, and they're adding
company.
so many points of fluctuation. I mean, when the eyebrows go in and giving a social smile and distinguishing that from joy. I mean, it's getting better as they go, which is even crazier to think about. And then the last analysis piece that we have is something called object recognition. So this is really big in CPG. And so it's what the camera is analyzing. So this, for an example, a candy company used us to jump to the moment in a video where people actually walked up to an aisle and grabbed a specific brand of chocolate, and then being able to analyze what they talked about and their expressions upon doing that. It's all to create show reels. So rinse and repeat using the transcripts we give you for the video clips, and then being able to, drive these stories in a really in the platform, add your title slides. It's all there in the platform, and I'll show you. If you don't have any questions, we could jump in though.
I'm eager to see the analysis, to be honest with you, because I know that one of the things our students care about a lot is the efficiency of the reporting. So this all sounds super cool. I love that you can do the sentiment analysis on both text and get sentiment basically from the facial analysis. But it's all about the efficiency of reporting video data.
Right, getting there. Right, I hear you. Yeah. So in terms of the analysis features, I do like. So we're in the media library. This is Living Lens. Welcome. This is what you would see just with your own video, audio, and image content for the specific project. And the way you differentiate that, if you look at the top right, I call it a YouTube channel. It's, instance, the way to differentiate and separate all of that content. If you do look at the filters, we do have 3 types of filters to really start that analysis process. So if you want to only look at videos, in the standard filters, you have 60 media results. And we're in a skincare demo of people responding to a skincare product, whether it be from Zoom, in the survey, in the app, you name it. So the standard filters are the more back-end filters. Let's only look at videos, breaking it down by the type of language. We're global. We can have machine and professional transcripts in over 50 languages. The custom filters are usually the most important. So as you get started, however you're trying to break down that content, you create new categories with our filter editor. So say you did have survey work, you could bring that metadata in from the survey. This is the app code. This is the way people would log in. It's all automated, and so it's meant to be easy. Yeah. and even the methodology.
I love it. I'm doing basically I'm doing cross tabs with video.
Right, right. And it's all to save you time. So I mean, and it's all accurate. I mean, because saving time, it needs to be accurate too. So the cognitive filters is the last type of filter, which are the AI technology filter. Now, the sentiment and the key theme analysis, that's using IBM Watson's natural language processing behind it, to basically where you could then click on positive. And this would only then take you to videos where the sentiment is overall more positive. And in this facial analysis tab, all of these analyses that have been enabled, say we clicked on joy, and then you clicked apply changes, you're then looking at videos where someone would be joyful at some point in the video, and clicking on any of these, you'll be able to jump to that specific moment. So that's how you would use it. Yeah. So let me clear those. You do have in the media library, we do have 2 word cloud functions. So what you're looking at here is the bigger the word, the more frequent the word is spoken in the content down below. What people will use much more often is just this keyword search in the actual with all of the content. So you'll click on that magnifying glass, type in the word, and then you'll have that word will either populate in the title or the transcript itself.
Love it.
So let's jump into the video. And let me show, I want to make sure I show you one with facial analysis turned on. Perfect. So that is on. Okay. So the video, as you see, will always populate on the left. And then the machine transcript or professional transcript will populate on the right. So this is, it will say auto if it's a machine transcript, which we always do recommend start with machine. It comes with the platform. It's very smart. It's getting smarter. You can always go in and edit the cue points. Say his name was Jim. You could also,
I mean, I would imagine that also this is going to vary somewhat by topic. I've seen this with other, natural language processing platforms, that certain topics they do great at, and some topics that there's just too much jargon.
Right. And we see, the confidence level, to your point, will fluctuate, based on the audio quality, sometimes if there's a thick accent, if there's a lot of background noise. So, trial and error, and can always upgrade right here as you need. And then so if you look down here, it's all to get to the moment that matters. This is the keyword search in the transcript. So the word that you'll type in the media library will also populate right here. And you'll be able to use this navigation button for, maybe it's mentioned one time, maybe it's mentioned multiple, really to just get you there. And then you can jump to that cue point. The timeline analysis is what you'll see down here. So this is where it will tell you overall how positive right off the bat or negative this specific video is. And as you jump to these moments to then really make the decision for yourself, what is being spoken, it's basing on the words of the cue point. So it will follow with you and flow with you as you navigate. And you have the same capability with the facial analysis tab. So say you wanted to create show reels and understand moments of joy, like what is this person speaking about, just to show you what that would look like.
Well, but as a researcher, what I like is I'm going to want to look at that comparison, because that's one of the things we always talk about is people say one thing, but they're feeling something else. And I love the idea that I can switch back and forth between the sentiment analysis from the text and the actual facial analysis.
Exactly. And it's to get you there. So then, and it saves so much time. And so you'll be able to see how accurate the sentiment or the facial analysis is. Now, say that you did want to create a clip, right? Obviously give yourself some starting and ending room just to show you how you would do that. That will stay highlighted as you see here. You'll go to this scissor icon. It says add clip to show reel. Yeah. And then you'll give it a name. Now this pop-up, if you've already created an existing show reel, add it right to there. And then, or you can create a new one.
Got it. I love it.
Like that. And then let me show you, just to show you what that process looks like. You'll create a clip. I'll add it to a copy you already had. And there you go. Rinse and repeat that process. So know we're a bit short on time. Let's go ahead and jump to the analytics tab and just show you high level how people will use this from more of like a cognitive filter per se. So, okay. So what you see here, we're looking at 29 media items, with the word moisturizer still being spoken at some point in the video. So you could start as high level as you need. Now, this is the sentiment, looking at high level, the sentiment, the key theme analysis, the facial analysis right here, and then the object analysis. Everything underneath those top 4 boxes is the visual portion for the custom filters that you created in the media library.
Okay.
So as you narrow in, right, and use these boxes and understand what is being spoken, this is the key theme analysis. So you'll see that a key theme being spoken at some point is Amazon. As you click in and narrow, all of the boxes will update. So you'll see that just within the sentiment analysis there, it's been updated to 5 pieces of positive content and 1 negative. If you clicked on that 1 piece of negative content and then jump to the media library, that you would then be able to use those cognitive filters and jump to that specific video in that way as well.
Yeah, so you can figure out, okay, what was negative, what was specifically going on there. Yep. I love it.
Yep. And that's a great feature. And so, like I said, everything is dynamic in this platform. So you can change everything to a percentage, change the type of chart. It's all exportable as an image or CSV. So people will use these in their show reels. They'll use them in your presentations, you name it.
I love it. And I love all the filtering functionality is so powerful. So
Yes.
Thank you for this quick demo. I know that you have to go, and
Yes.
And so I appreciate your time. I'll add your information for students who might want to get a more in-depth demonstration, but I think it looks really, really interesting, Matt. So thanks for taking the time to give me a closer look. I've been hearing great things about the platform. So this was a great chance for me to kind of get a quick sneak peek at, of what it
Absolutely.
really looks like as a researcher to use it.
Right. Right.
So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate it.
All right. Have a great day.
You too.